Thank you. Good morning. My name is Igor Gonta, and I'm the CEO and founder of MarketProphit. Thank you for having me here. Think of MarketProphit as clout plus Morningstar for financial pundits and social media. Why is social media important for all investors? It's because increasingly market-making news is breaking in social media channels such as Twitter. Tweets move markets. Last year, a single tweet from Carl Icahn moved the market cap of Apple stock by over $17 billion in 20 minutes. And every investor wants market-moving news as fast as the professionals. But what's the problem? It's noise and trust. How do you know who to follow? How do you know how to wade through the millions of messages and the millions of pundits that are tweeting, blogging, etc., and who has the best quality of content? Well, at MarketProphit, we solve that problem by quantitatively ranking everybody in social media based on the accuracy of their stock calls and the track record of their predictions. Let me show you how it works. So this is a page for one of my favorite financial pundits in social media, as well as traditional media. This is Jim Cramer. So on our website, what we show is you can see all of Jim's tweets right here in the left-hand box. You see every one of his stocks that he's tweeted about, and a little thermometer that shows the sentiment for each tweet. And then what we do is we combine all those tweets and we show in this table right here all of his stocks that he's made stock calls on and the hypothetical return that he's made from his Twitter portfolio. And then we rank him based on everybody that's made a call for that stock in a particular window of time. So then we combine all of his scores and we create something called the market profit score, which you see right here. Now, you can think of a market profit score as simply profit and loss. Did his predictions make money or lose money? And the important line to focus on is the zero line. So obviously anything above zero, he's made money. And anything below zero, he's lost money based on the predictions he's made, at least on Twitter. Now, you can actually see Jim's pretty good. He's mostly over the zero line. He does dip, like most traders do, but then he quickly recovers. And, he's actually got a pretty good track record. Now, this is interesting, but now also let me show you a media pundit who also makes stock predictions on Twitter that you may have never heard of. And this is Nate. So Nate's Twitter handle is @ChartHawk. This is his track record. Now again, focus on the zero line. The zero line is right here. So Nate's actually really good. He's always above zero. He's dipped only once in the last 5 months. And when he did, he quickly popped back up. But let's look at Nate's Twitter profile. So Nate has 212 followers. Not very popular, not very well known, and we believe without our platform he would have never been discovered. But he's a day trader. He trades on technicals and he focuses on small cap stocks. So what do we do with this discovery tool? We combine everybody's messages, sentiment, and scores into one metric for investors to easily consume, and that's called a sentiment score. Let me show you what that looks like. So this is our sentiment graph for Yahoo, okay? And it's in this upper right-hand table right here where the price of Yahoo is below, and it goes back and starts in early March. Now, we actually show you two lines. The first line, which is the green line, is what we call the sentiment from the crowd, which means nobody unfiltered, everybody in the pool, everybody has an equal voice, and we just crowdsource that sentiment. And the blue line is the sentiment from only those financial pundits with the highest scores that we've identified, or what I like to call smart money. And anything above zero is bullish, anything below zero is bearish. So let's take a look at how the crowd versus the market profit sentiment differs and how it might inform an investor as to what may or may not happen to a stock going forward. So first, let's take a look at the market profit sentiment. You can see that it dips pretty hard negative on March 17th, which precedes a pretty steep fall in Yahoo's share price over the next several weeks. And then once the stock price falls, the smart money is basically saying, you know what, it's fallen enough, why don't you go ahead and buy it back? Whereas the crowd lags a little bit. Now, it does also fall negative, but it does so a week later. And that the difference in that 1 week later is the difference between capturing an extra 3% or not. So the crowd and the market profits are both predictive. Social media sentiment is relevant to the stock price, but you can see that the smart money predicted a little bit earlier. Let me show you another type of signal that we show on our website. It's called buzz. Now, all buzz is unusual chatter. So this is a chart of buzz for Facebook, okay? And anything that is a 1 means there's just normal chatter on Twitter. Now, look at this spike right here. This spike is on February 19th. And that was the day that Facebook acquired WhatsApp. So that spiked to 3.7, alerting investors that something was actually happening in social media. Don't know if it's bullish or bearish, but at least you should get alerted. So imagine these kinds of signals in the hands of the everyday investor, whether they act on them or not. It gives them a cue and gives them information as fast as the professionals. So I'd like to conclude by saying we believe social media is an important tool, a new research tool for the 21st century for every investor, not just professionals. And why don't you stop by our booth and check out what social media is saying about your favorite stock or maybe your financial pundit. And please don't forget to vote for us. Thank you very much.